Woodland Mills sawmill blade versus Woodmizer sawmill blade. Which one is quicker in the log? Let's find out. Alright, so for our test subject, we've selected an old hickory log we've had down for quite some time. We don't have a purpose for it. I'm not going to be real particular as far as what we make out of it. This is just going to be a test of the two bandsaw blades to see which one, gets to the log a little quicker. So I'm going to take 4 slabbing cuts off of this. This stuff is hard, guys. I don't know how long it'll take us to get through it, but here we go. Thanks, guys. We're glad you're here. Okay, so we have our cant. We put on an old blade just to get the slabbing cuts off and reduce it down to a cant. It's about 8.5 inches wide. And what we're going to do now is we're going to get 2 new blades. One new Woodland Mills, what we call the stock blade, the one that comes with your mill, and the Woodmizer Turbo 747 that we've been using. We'll make 1 or 2 cuts with each blade. Try to get a feel for, how hard it is to push the saw through the wood, if it's cutting any faster. I'm not sure if there will be a difference, or if there is, if you guys will be able to tell it or not. I'm just going to kind of listen to the engine as I push through the log and, not load it too awfully heavy and try to kind of gauge which blade is doing a better job. So let's get some fresh blades on here. Let's see what it does. So we've got our 2, competing bandsaw blades here. We've got the Woodmizer Turbo 747 and the stock Woodland Mills blade. Let's take a closer look at each one. Here on top, you can see the Woodmizer Turbo 747. This has a 7-degree hook angle on the teeth. On the bottom is the stock Woodland Mills blade that comes with your mill. It is a 10-degree hook angle. You can see there's quite a bit of difference between the gullet. I mean, these are 2 very, very different blade profiles. So, which one is going to be the better blade? I have an idea. I feel like the Woodmizer will cut a little faster, but maybe in the sacrifice in the cut quality. It is intended to cut, hard or frozen wood. So by that, it should be the quicker in the cut, but you never really know. So let's get one of them on the mill. I think we'll start with the Woodland Mills blade, and we'll make a cut. Here we go. We're going to put the Woodland Mills blade on first. Going to roll it a few times, make sure it's tracking well. It looks good. Let's button it up and make a cut. Alright, so my plan is to make, 2 cuts, 1 with each blade, 1-inch thick boards. Not that the thickness really matters. We'll just pick a nominal dimension there to cut to. And we're going to take one of our phones, set it up in a stopwatch, and just see if we can tell the difference between these 2 blades. First up, Woodland Mills. Here we go. Okay, so there was our cut with the Woodland Mills blade. You might have seen a little saw head shake. I was really leaning into that, you know, trying to push it through the log. Had to slow down for a little bit, but it looks like it's just over 30 seconds to make that cut. So let's swap that blade out, put that Woodmizer Turbo 747 on it, and see if it can do any better. Okay, there is our Woodmizer Turbo 747. Let's make the exact same cut again and start our clock and see what kind of time we get here. So check that out. That Woodmizer Turbo 747 definitely was faster in the cut. I was able to crowd, you know, the movement of the saw head, push it through the log harder and faster. So there's definitely a difference there. Let's check the quality of our cut and see if we can tell any difference on the finish. Let's get this sawdust off. I don't see a whole lot of difference right now as far as quality of cut, but we'll clean it up. We'll see. All right, we'll come on in here a little closer. We'll look at this. Maybe these marks going across the board, maybe they are more defined on the Woodmizer Turbo 747 blade with that aggressive hook angle. But boy, it's not by much. Either one of those would be acceptable to me. But let's we haven't done a grain reveal in a while. Let's throw some water on it, see what this hickory looks like. Look at that. That is some pretty stuff. Hard to saw, but it makes awful pretty wood. Well guys, there you go. I hope you can take something away from this video. I know it wasn't very scientific or probably all that accurate, but I think we were able to show conclusively that, you know, the type of blade you choose, it really does matter depending on the kind of wood, you know, that you're milling. I want to wrap this video up. Thanks for stopping by and spending some time with us. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It really means a lot. If you could, you know, help us grow our channel. We are getting there, but every little bit helps. Remember to get outside. It's good for you. Be nice to one another. We could use a lot more of that. Guys, we'll see you on the next video.